الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الإخوة والأخوات رواد مسجد هلال بن رباح بليفربول سيدني أستراليا، تحية من عند الله مباركة طيبة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نلتقي اليوم مع الحلقة 10 من خلال قناتكم المباركة من مسجدكم المبارك، والليلة مع اللقاء الخامس من أحكام الصيام، حيث سنتحدث إن شاء الله تعالى عن من يرخص لهم في الفطر وعليهم الفدية.
All praise is due to Allah, and may peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad and his family and his companions. Dear brothers and sisters who attend Masjid Bilal, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tonight is the lecture number 10, and it is the fourth lecture in the provisions of fasting. We will be talking about the people that have a concession to break their fast, but they will have to pay a fidya, which is a ransom.
يرخص الفطر لأربعة أنواع من الناس: الشيخ للشيخ الكبير، وللمرأة العجوز، وللمريض الذي لا يرجى شفاؤه، ولأصحاب الأعمال الشاقة الذين لا يجدون أعمالا أخرى ولا يتيسر لهم الصيام في كل فصول السنة.
So this type of concession only applies to four types of people. The first one is an elderly man that have no power to fast. The second one is an elderly woman with the same conditions. The third one is a sick person with a chronic disease that there is no hope of it being cured. And the fourth one is the people that do work in jobs that are very physically demanding, and they work throughout the year, and there is no way for them to actually be able to fast and do that type of work at the same time.
هؤلاء الأربعة: الشيخ الكبير، والمرأة العجوز، والمريض الذي لا يرجى شفاؤه، وأصحاب الأعمال الشاقة، يرخص لهم في الفطر بشرط أن يكون الصيام شاقا عليهم طوال السنة. عندئذ يرخص لهم في الفطر وعليهم الفدية، وهي إطعام مسكين عن كل يوم.
So these four type of people that we've mentioned, there is a very strict condition for this type of concession, is that they actually endure these hardships all year around. So there is no way that there is only one day or 2 days of the year that they don't have that. It's just all year around. There is no way that they can get away with their conditions. For that, they can break their fast and pay the ransom instead.
الدليل على ذلك قول الله تعالى: وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين، فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له، وأن تصوموا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, which means, and upon those who are able to fast but with hardship, a ransom of feeding a poor person each day, and whoever volunteers excess, it's better for him, but to fast is best for you if you only knew.
ولقد تحدثت السنة عن الشيخ الكبير والمرأة العجوز، فعن ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما قال: رخص للشيخ الكبير أن يفطر ويطعم عن كل يوم مسكينا ولا قضاء عليه.
So the Sunnah also talked about this type of people, and and it talked about the elderly man and woman that can't, that have the right to not fast and pay fidya. And it was narrated by Ibn Abbas that an elderly man is permitted to break his fast, but he must feed a poor person daily, and he does not have to make up for it.
وعن قوله تعالى وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له قال عبد الله بن عباس رضي الله عنهما هو الشيخ الكبير، أي المقصود بالآية الشيخ الكبير والمرأة الكبيرة لا يستطيعان أن يصوما فيطعمان مكان كل يوم مسكينا واحدا فمن تطوع خيرا، أي قال طعام مسكين آخر أطعم مسكينا آخر فهو خير له وأن تصوموا فهو خير لكم.
So Ibn Abbas continued his narration, and he said, and upon those who, so he recited a bit of the ayah from the Quran and explained it, and he said, and upon those who are able to fast but with hardship, a ransom of feeding a poor person. And he continued that this applies to an elderly man and woman that aren't able to fast. They have to feed a poor person for each day. Then he recited again a part of the other part of the ayah, and whoever volunteers excess, it is better for them, which is feeding a second poor person. Then continued recitation, but to fast is best for you. And he explained that the concession is only given to whom has no power to fast, or the person has a chronic disease that can't be cured.
ثم قال ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما فلا يرخص في هذا، أي في الإفطار، إلا للذي لا يطيق الصيام أو مريض لا يرجى شفاؤه.
So as we just mentioned before, he continued and said that this is only this concession is only given to an elderly person that does not have the power to fast, and to a person with a chronic disease that cannot be cured.
إذن أحبابنا المريض الذي لا يرجى شفاؤه بمعنى أن المرض يلازمه طوال حياته، هذا المريض إذا أجهده الصوم أتعبه الصوم أثبت الطب أن الصوم يؤذيه أو يزيد من آلامه، فإنه يرخص له الفطر مثل الشيخ الكبير والمرأة العجوز، ويطعم عن كل يوم مسكينا ولا قضاء عليه.
So in here, the person with a chronic disease that's been proven by medicine or a medical practitioner that it is impossible for them to fast without any side effects, which could basically make their disease more severe, or actually that it puts them in a lot of pain, then these people have the same concession as elderly people that have no ability or power to fast any day throughout the year, and they have to feed a poor person as a ransom for not fasting.
ويدخل في هذه الرخصة أي الذين يرخص لهم في الفطر وعليهم الفدية أصحاب الأعمال الشاقة الدائمة لا يجدون غيرها من يسير العمل، ولا يوجد عندهم سعة من الرزق، فهم مضطرون لهذه الأعمال، وهذه الأعمال لا يستطيعون القيام بها إذا صاموا، فيرخص لهم في الفطر وعليهم أن يطعموا عن كل يوم مسكينا.
And the fourth type of people that fall under this concession are the ones that have their jobs are very physically demanding and laborious, and they have no other means of making money so they can actually support themselves and their families, so they are forced to do this type of work throughout the year, and fasting would actually weaken them and could actually get them in some serious health condition, then they have the right to break their fast, but they have to feed a poor person as a ransom.
مثل هذه الأعمال مثل الذين يعملون في مصانع الحديد والصلب أو الذين يعملون في مناجم استخراج الفحم أو غيرها من الأعمال التي يعني تتسم بالمشقة وتحتاج إلى الجهد الكبير وتؤثر على الإنسان لا يستطيع الإنسان القيام بها إذا كان صائما.
So to mention some of those jobs that people would actually find a lot of hardship in just doing their jobs, so fasting will actually just make it almost impossible for them to continue their work, is like boil makers and people that work in mining and excavation, to name some, and any jobs that has which is equivalent to these type of jobs, and they have no other jobs to do throughout the year.
ومنهم كذلك المجرمون المسجونون الذين حكم عليهم بالأشغال الشاقة المؤبدة، فإذا تلبسوا بالأعمال الشاقة وشق ذلك عليهم فإنه يجوز لهم الفطر وعليهم الفدية إن استطاعوا وكانوا قادرين على دفع الفدية.
Also, there is some type of people. These people are criminals, and in some countries, they could get they are in prison and they are forced to do like physically demanding work. These people, if they believe or if they feel that they can't continue their fast because of this type of work that they're doing while they're in prison, then they actually can take by this concession, and they have to actually pay the ransom by feeding a poor person. That's if they got the money to do so.
المقصود بالفدية هنا هو ما يقوم مقام الشيء، أو هو التعويض عن الصيام بإطعام المساكين.
So what we mean by ransom in here is something that substitutes something else, and in this case is we feed a poor person to substitute for the day that we don't actually that we break our fast in.
وهي صورة من رحمة الله عز وجل بعباده، حيث يرحم الله عز وجل أصحاب الأعذار، الشيوخ الكبار والمرأة العجوز والمريض الذي لا يرجى شفاؤه وأصحاب الأعمال الشاقة، يرحمهم الله عز وجل بأن يرخص لهم في الفطر وعليهم الفدية، ويرحم الله عز وجل الفقير المسكين، فإذا به يأتيه من هؤلاء ما يسد جوعه وجوع أولاده.
So this is indeed a mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala towards those four type of people that we mentioned before, and they can't fast at all. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permitted for them to break their fast and not fast at all, but at the same time, from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He ordered those people to pay a ransom feeding a poor person. So in this case, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has encompassed another type of people, poor people that can't find anything to feed themselves and their families, so they are benefiting from this.
أما عن مقدار الفدية فلم يأتي في السنة المطهرة مقدارا معينا للفدية.
So regarding the ransom or the value of the ransom, nothing came in the Sunnah that actually quantifies the amount of money or the amount of food that these people will have to give.
ولكن العلماء والفقهاء اجتهدوا في مقدارها واتفقوا على أنه ما يسد جوع الفقير، فمنهم من قال صاعا من الطعام أو نصف صاع من الطعام، ومنهم من قال مد، وأغلب الفقهاء اجتهدوا في هذا المقدار.
So the scholars, or the majority of the scholars, did their research in order to be able to quantify these quantities, and they came and some of them said, or the majority of them said, it's sa', and the sa' is equivalent to about 2.7 kilograms to 3 kilograms of food, or 1.5 sa', which is about almost 4.5 kilograms worth of food. And some of them, which is a minority, said mad, and the mad is equivalent to about a kilogram worth of food.
وفي العصر الحديث اجتهد بعض العلماء في مقدار الفدية، يعني أدلوا برأيهم أن ما يطعم المسكين وجبات تطعم المسكين وتكفيه لإفطاره، فهذا هو المطلوب في الفدية عن الصائم.
And nowadays scholars also did their research, and they came up with a solution, and they said that any amount of food that will actually feed a person and they actually feel full after that is acceptable to pay as a ransom.
وسنتحدث عن الفدية بشيء من التفصيل في اللقاءات القادمة إن شاء الله تعالى.
And we will be talking in details about the ransom in future meetings, inshallah.
نعود ونؤكد على حقيقة أن الشيخ الكبير الذي لا يستطيع الصيام، والمرأة العجوز التي لا تستطيع الصيام، والمريض الذي يلازمه المرض ولا ينفك عنه ولا يستطيع الصيام، وأصحاب الأعمال الشاقة الذين لا يجدون غيرها وليس عندهم متسع من الرزق يسمح لهم بأخذ أجازة مثلا في شهر رمضان، فهؤلاء الأربعة رحمة من الله عز وجل وفضلا منه سبحانه رخص لهم في الفطر، وما داموا لا يستطيعون الصيام في أيام السنة المتبقية فالله عز وجل من رحمته شرع لهم أن يطعموا عن كل يوم مسكينا، ويكون ذلك، ونؤكد أن الإطعام يكون في خلال شهر رمضان، ولا يعني ينتظر الإنسان أو يؤخر إخراج الفدية لما بعد رمضان، وإنما يكون إخراجها في رمضان والله أعلم.
So to recap here, these four type of people: the old man and the old woman that have no energy to fast at all, and a person that has an illness which is a chronic disease that have no hope of a cure, and the people that do very hard work and there is no way for them to actually take a break during the month of Ramadan all throughout the year. And these people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with His mercy gave him the opportunity to not fast, but he actually with His mercy gave the opportunity for the poor people to benefit from this. So they have to feed a poor person for each day that they haven't fasted, and this ransom, it is actually compulsory or highly recommended that it gets done during the month of Ramadan. So they should not be leaving it till after the month of Ramadan. So it has to be given during the month of Ramadan.
نسأل الله العلي القدير أن يمتعنا وإياكم بالصحة والعافية، وأن يعافينا جميعا من الأمراض، وأن يعافينا من دفع فدية، وإنما نطعم المساكين صدقة نتقرب بها إلى الله عز وجل. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.